Hey music fans, I am Alan D Music, and today I'm doing back-to-back reviews of recent albums of, in my opinion, one of the best hard rock and metal guitarists out there, Mark Tremonti. This video will be focused mainly if you've read little of Mark's metal band, outside of his more popular bands in Creed and Alter Bridge. First, I'll give a brief summary with their most recent albums, In Marching in Time and this one here, The End Will Show Us How. Second, I'll go more in depth with standout tracks from each album. And then lastly, I'll give a score out of 5 and let you know which album you should take with you in case you get stuck on a deserted island. Here we go. So if you've never heard of Tremonti before, then I can say that Marching in Time is the heavier, thrashier record of the two. And if on the other hand, you're a longtime fan of Tremonti, and you just haven't heard recently the recent albums, the new one, The End Will Show Us How, I can say is hook heavy in the chorus, a lot of singing by Mark Tremonti, therefore it's really not that heavy of a record compared to Tremonti's most recent albums. So I suggest if you want the less heavier record, I would go with the new one, The End Will Show Us How. On Marching in Time, standout tracks includes the opening track, A World Away, in which Mark Tremonti really shines through on his singing and lays out the whole vibe of the whole record with its aggressive, alternative metal sound, which Tremonti and company has become known for. And then you also have the single called If Not For You, which is a nice, slow and plodding metal song, which has nice transitions throughout. Other noteworthy tracks include Now and Forever and the closer, the title track, Marching in Time, which basically has a message of hope with us as human beings despite our differences. And overall, there are only really 2 hard rock songs on the album. The rest are basically groovy, alternative metal songs that Tremonti has become known for. And overall, I'll give Marching in Time a 3.5 out of 5. And with the new record, The End Will Show Us How, and as I alluded to earlier, it is a chorus-heavy, less heavy record than its predecessor. And standout tracks on the album includes the opener, The Mother, the Earth, and I, which reminds us how good of a vocalist Mark Tremonti has become. Other standout tracks includes Just Too Much, which has a Black Sabbath riffs on there on the intro, types of riffs, and also you have songs such as Nails and a song called It's Not Over, which basically reminds me of a Creed track off of Creed's most successful album, Human Clay. And overall, again, the second half of the album is mostly comprises of hard rock, ballady types of tracks, and again, therefore, it is a less heavier record than the previous one. With that, the new one gets a 3 out of 5 in my opinion. In all, which album should you listen to in case you get stuck on a deserted island? My pick for that would be Marching in Time, because in my opinion, it has a great balance of aggressive metal mixed in with mellow, intricate sections. And that record represents the band well, more so than the new one, in my opinion. Alright guys, that's all for now. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel. I am Alan D Music. Thank you, God bless, and see you next time.